Today I'm going to be doing a review of the Louis Vuitton New Wave Multi Pochette. So for reference, this is my first designer bag and also my first Louis Vuitton bag. So my opinions are coming from someone that is a normal person, not someone that has purchased a lot of luxury goods or a lot of luxury bags, as this is my first one. So you're going to be getting what I would call normal people opinions. So let's just go ahead and get started. So I want to actually start with my impressions of this bag, which is, it is a very beautiful bag. It's actually the most attractive bag that I own. And it's just, you can actually tell when you compare it with other bags that are more like in the $200, $300 price range that this is significantly higher quality, which it should be because it's like 10 times more in cost. But that being said, it's not actually the most practical bag for this specific model just because of the size. So even though it does have this extra little pouch, this pouch just doesn't really fit a lot of things, kind of both by size and by design. And then this bag here, there's no exterior pocket on the back. You literally just have the opening here. And there is a little slide card thing here, which it's difficult to see because this bag is black on the inside. But basically you just have this main compartment. That being said, it actually does manage to fit my wallet, phone, and keys, which is pretty much all I carry on a regular basis. So I'll just go ahead and show you that. Normally I actually kind of use like a fat wallet. I guess I feel like this is a normal size wallet, but you know, if you're trying to fit something in a bag this small, it suddenly starts to feel really big and fat. But it does slide in, no issues here. You can take a phone, so this is an iPhone Pro 12. I don't know if those words were in the right order, but you get the point. That fits in too, and there's really, after those two things, there's really not a lot of space left. I mean, it does still close really easily. After that, I have my car keys, which will fit with a little bit of precise adjustment. So things do have to fit in. Like, you can't just like randomly shove stuff in the bag and hope that it works out. Like, you kind of have to be precise to get this to work, but this does still close. That being said, I did used to have a keychain for my car keys and I had to take that off because it just wouldn't fit. Like, this is barely closing with these 3 items. So what actually happened was I got a smaller wallet, which is ridiculous to have to buy a new wallet because you bought such a small bag. And technically this is actually my mom's wallet, which is part of this Louis Vuitton shopping spree that she and I went on. So this is just has basically like a card holder that has my car keys attached to it. So if we do this one instead, there actually is like significantly more space. It's also better if you're still a little bit careful with the arrangement here, right? So now there's more space. And then the phone fits in nicely. It does fit, I promise. This closes a little bit easier, and now you actually have a little bit more room along the top if you're like, oh, I guess I want to throw in a chapstick because it doesn't fit anywhere else. And it still closes, right? So you can have a little bit more space for a chapstick if you go with the route of a smaller wallet. So I'll show you too that how poorly this fits into the small pouch. So with this pouch, this is a fat chapstick, by the way. I realize that it's unnecessarily large, so you probably have better luck with a normal size chapstick. But I don't think this is completely unreasonable to want to fit into a pouch. You know, this isn't like a big object. So basically we open this little pouch, and sometimes they have like the extra little expander section, but that's not the case here. It literally is just this. And so it's like a struggle to try to get it to close. It does close, to be fair, but it's kind of like, it's a lot of precision work that I just don't want to deal with because I'm kind of lazy. So, you know, you could in theory carry 2 chapsticks, one in your bag and one in this extra pouch. Like, it's so exciting and you're able to carry so much. Sarcasm. So anyway, this is basically what fits in this bag. In terms of some of the other aspects, this bag does seem to scratch pretty easily. I've really only taken it out once or twice. And there's kind of some little like things happening here and there that you probably won't be able to see, but like I can see. I think the other thing too with this bag is that the strap here where the stitching is on this near this buckle, if that's what that's called, is a little bit scratchy on bare skin. And I'm not sure if that's a defect of this specific bag that I happen to buy, as in like this very singular bag, or if it has to do with where it was manufactured or just something with this model in general. I don't know. But it is a little bit scratchy on bare skin and it can be kind of annoying, especially if you're paying this much for a bag. That being said, it's not really a make or break or deal breaker kind of thing. It just is kind of annoying. And just so for comparison, I want to just show you the bag that I use in my day-to-day real life, which is actually similar in size. So this is a Longchamp, which I'm probably butchering the pronunciation of. You can see this is a little bit bigger. The base is definitely a lot bigger, but they are about similar in size. But this bag is actually a lot more practical. So if I move all of the contents into this bag, which I'll do very quickly for you. So we have the phone, just toss it in, right? None of this precise precision work. Wallet, toss it in. That was literally all that was in here. My keys are attached to the wallet. Honestly, I could probably add in this other wallet too, no problem. The thing that's kind of crazy about this bag is it actually fits a water bottle, which I dropped somewhere. So it actually does fit a water bottle here. I might have to take out one of the wallets, but maybe not. So yeah, it totally fits, and it still closes like really easily, right? Like this bag surprisingly fits a lot. So I don't think this bag is like anywhere near as like attractive or beautiful, but in functionality, I think it's a lot better. So this was actually, from a practical functional perspective, I do prefer this bag also because I can just kind of like toss it and not be careful with it. Not like in the trash, but it's like toss it in the car and not be like, oh my God, my precious little bag. Like thousands of dollars on a bag is like insane. Like that's more than some people spend on their cars. Anyway. So I would recommend it only if you really, really like the style of it. You're not going to be carrying too much and you can reasonably afford it. Other than that, it just doesn't really make a lot of sense. But it is such a nice looking bag. So I'm actually going to show you a few different outfits. Some of which are probably very questionable as far as outfits go, as I am not a particularly fashionable person in the eyes of many people. So we're just gonna go ahead and see how it looks with some different outfits anyway, just so you get a sense of how you could potentially wear it and what it looks like on a person such as myself. Okay, so for this is clearly a pretty casual look. It's just a t-shirt and some cut up shorts. Here, wearing it as a crossbody. I think this works. You know, everybody has their own opinion, but this would probably be one of the ways I would wear it if I was just like, I feel like using my fancy bag today, wearing a normal outfit, which hasn't actually happened yet, but it could. So, you know, this is an option. You can also just wear it as on the shoulder here, like so. So here we have basically the exact same outfit, except I have added this extra shirt, which is what I call everybody's least favorite shirt because literally my friends and family have hated on this shirt. So this is what this bag looks like with some arguably ugly clothing. I do feel like this look kind of looks like one of those celebrity looks where they're wearing ugly clothing with like expensive bags. So, you know, maybe in some part or some circles this actually does work. So here we have this bag with a leather jacket and some black jeans. So it's just a lot of black, which probably makes it a little bit difficult to see the bag, but at the same time it does also let you see the accents. So this is crossbody. Again, you can just wear it on the shoulder as well. Here. So finally we do have this bag with a black dress. This is also kind of one of those clothes where it falls in the category of I'm not sure if it's ugly, but we're just going to see how it works with this bag. So here it is on the shoulder. So this dress specifically, I feel like is one that can kind of get dressed up or dressed down. So with the full shoulder strap, it's going to be dressed down a little bit, especially more as a crossbody here. You can see. And then I'll also show you what it looks like without this and using the chain as a shoulder strap. All right, now we have removed the larger strap, so we just have this little chain. So in theory, you can use this as like a little shoulder bag. Personally, I find that it feels like it's like right up in my armpit, which is like not really comfortable, so I have to keep my arm out like this. And it's also just kind of like covering the whole bag if you have your arm out, or I guess you could walk around like this, but that looks like even worse. So I think more realistically, it would probably just kind of be hooked here around the elbow, which I don't know if that's a thing. It's probably a thing. I always wear crossbody bags, so I'm not really sure. You could also just hold it as a clutch. It's kind of not a bad size for that either, so just something like this. So this is a bonus outfit where I basically took that dress I was just wearing and put the t-shirt that I've been wearing together. And so this is also a potential look. All of these, for the most part, have been really basic, just because I feel like with basic outfits, it does help the bag stand out. Again, that's my opinion, and I'm not a professional fashion person, which I believe is called a stylist, or a fashionista, or any of those types of words. So here we have it. So the last thing I wanted to mention about this bag is that there is a fair amount of adjustability with this larger strap that it comes with. So I have it right now in the shortest setting, and it looks like this. This length doesn't work as a crossbody because now it's just really shortened, but if you do lengthen it all the way, which I'll show you, it's really easy to adjust. Then the length as a shoulder bag goes to about here. I realize this is black on black, so it might be a little bit difficult to see, but you can see there's a fair amount of length, and this is one where it's pretty comfortable to also wear it as a crossbody. So that is all I have for you regarding my first designer bag, which is this new wave multi-pochette. Again, this is a very, in my opinion, attractive looking bag, not the most functional bag, but definitely one more for special occasions, or if I'm actually trying to impress people, which mostly I don't care that much. So that's all I have for you, and I hope you enjoyed this video.